Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal. I review nootropic supplements, and during this video we're going to rate a number of supplements from a scale of 1 to 10 based on how beneficial they are at improving your testosterone levels in a natural fashion, of course, because I have actually been on TRT in the past in order to improve my testosterone levels and I wanted to get off of that, and so I used a number of supplements hoping that they would do something. Some of them actually did yield great results. Some of them didn't do anything for me, and so hopefully you don't have to go through that trial and error process. Please though keep in mind that I am talking from my experience only. We are not talking about research or other individuals. These are supplements that I have actually tried. I'm not like other people that are talking about supplements and their mechanism of action necessarily. So I will let you know just how they affected me and how fast I noticed the results. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to answer the question of whether or not you can mix these supplements together. And the very first supplement is going to be ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, not too commonly used to increase testosterone levels, though it does happen. It's more so used, and it's one of the best supplements, the best nootropics around managing stress, managing anxiety. I would rate it probably like a 2 out of 10, maybe a 3 out of 10. And the reason why is that it did not really do anything for me. And you probably agree that I did give it a fair try. I tried different extracts, I tried ashwagandha coffees, and I didn't see the benefits with building my testosterone levels like other people do. Because if you read about people's experiences online, a lot of people actually use ashwagandha prior to working out, saying that it really increases the amount of weight that they lift, or that they've actually seen muscle hypertrophy as a result of using ashwagandha on a consistent basis. So I could talk from my experience. I'm still using ashwagandha. I've been using it for at least 5 years. During times when I've taken a break from ashwagandha, I have not seen like my testosterone levels dip, and sometimes that's a great way to tell if something's working. It's not just using something, but taking something for a considerable amount of time and then taking a break. And our very next nootropic would be Turkesterone, which is a supplement that actually got a lot of hype over the past 6 months. Everybody's looking for something new to really boost their performance and boost their testosterone levels.
Like there's this thing that's now kind of going wild on the internet. I've never tried it, but it's called Turkesterone. Turkesterone, side by side with Deca or another testosterone derivative, it essentially acts the same way. It increases testosterone and performance and recovery.
I have now used it for about 4 months, and I must say I'm a little bit disappointed. Something that I do like about Turkesterone is that I did personally not experience negative side effects, although you may hear about them. I found that when you used a little bit more, it was to some extent effective, but just something bad about Turkesterone is like it's awfully expensive considering that it really doesn't do too much. Like one very easy way to tell if something's actually lifting your testosterone levels is based on libido. Also, sleep is good as a good measure, and I didn't really notice those parameters improving, but more so I noticed I was in my head a little bit less. I wasn't procrastinating as much, so I see it as a good, perhaps a good supplement for focus, for concentration, but when it comes to actually boosting testosterone levels, I would say not that great. I'd rate it a 5 out of 10. I think just right now, given that it's a fairly talked about nootropic, everybody's is sort of on that bandwagon of wanting to try some Turkesterone. Next up is going to be Tongkat Ali, which I would rate 9 out of 10. I absolutely love Tongkat Ali. I think it's one of the best natural supplements out there at improving testosterone levels. When it comes to it being a supplement and affecting your productivity or your concentration, don't really expect too much. It's not even going to help your memory, but what it will do is help you to have better energy levels and really help you when it comes to performance in the gym. That's how I knew that Tongkat Ali was working. I was plateaued on my bench press specifically, and when I started taking a small dose of 200 milligrams once per day, I was able to bust through that plateau, very thankfully. And I have now noticed after using it for probably about 18 months that you do build somewhat of a tolerance to it. And so my advice to you would be take some time off. For me, what that looks like now is I'm going to take it 2 months on, followed by 2 weeks off, and then go through that cycle. And the brand really does matter. My favorite form of Tongkat Ali is the 2% urocominones that you can find on Nootropics Depot. But a good warning to keep in mind is that you should not take Tongkat Ali fasted. If you do, then you may feel nausea, you may feel brain fog, and it's just a very uncomfortable feeling. So I'm typically taking it around dinner time or even late at night because it doesn't cause insomnia. Like some nootropics out there, they will actually keep you up. So with Tongkat Ali, it's like the most important thing is that you just take your serving once in a day. Like I mentioned, have it with the meal. The next supplement is going to be zinc. So you'll commonly find zinc in testosterone products out there, like natural testosterone boosters. It'll either be zinc by itself or in the form of ZMA. And ZMA is something great for athletes. There's some research showing that it can really help performance and also aid sleep. And I don't think it's bad by all measures. I think that it's not really enough if you're looking to really boost your testosterone levels significantly. So I would rate ZMA a 5 out of 10. Something which I really did like about zinc when I was using it in a ZMA product is that I was measuring my sleep quality and I was actually getting an extra 20 to 30 minutes of REM sleep. REM sleep being great for recovery, great for rejuvenating yourself to make sure that you have a great day there afterward. Common dosages seem to be around 50 milligrams to 20 milligrams per day. Our next supplement at increasing testosterone levels is Shilajit. And Shilajit for increasing testosterone levels, I have no idea how that came about. I don't know why it became popular that way. Like, Shilajit is very good for stress management, but I've not personally seen any results at all taking Shilajit at improving my testosterone levels. So I would rate it a 1 out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10, just because of the fact that it's great for energy management and it's good for stress management, like I mentioned earlier. So save your money when it comes to Shilajit. However, I am still taking it every day, and I've talked about the reasons why in this video right over here. And our next supplement is going to be Tribulus. Tribulus is my absolute favorite of all the supplements listed in this video when it comes to improving your testosterone levels. I won't rate it as high as I rated Tongkat Ali. Tongkat Ali, I gave it a solid 9, but I would rate Tribulus an 8 out of 10, and the reason for that is because Tongkat Ali is probably a little bit more effective, but really when I take Tribulus, like, I just overall feel healthier, I feel better, I feel stronger, I sleep deeper. I have even found that like my bone strength seems better. Like when I'm taking time off of Tribulus, similar to when I'm taking time off of glucosamine, I'm more likely to get aches, to get pains, to feel like I'm not recovered enough to get to my next workout. So that's one thing I really like about Tribulus, but do keep in mind that the brand really does matter. My favorite is by Now Sports, and I've tried Tribulus from many different brands over the years, and I had found that like Now Sports, their form is far more superior, and I'm not sponsored, I'm not biased, I just really like the product. And the way that I'm taking it is by taking 1 gram in the morning and I'm taking 1 gram at night, just a little bit before sleeping. The way that you may want to start using Tribulus is by taking 750 milligrams to 1 gram once a day. You're going to be better off having it before you sleep, like within a couple of hours of sleeping. And then if you decide to go up to twice a day, then you can have the second serving in the morning, or that's when I like it, because in the morning I want to kind of feel that energy boost, a little bit of alertness boost, which you get with Tribulus to some extent. It's minor. And our next supplement is D-aspartic acid. This one's very interesting because it's an amino acid, unlike the other supplements that were listed in this video. And what I had found specifically when I started taking D-aspartic acid at a dosage of like 1 to 3 grams per day, I was using it pre-workout, was that I was actually in a better mood. However, I didn't really notice it build strength like it was promised to do. I didn't really notice it improve my sleep. So for that reason, I would rate it a 5 out of 10. There is some research done showing that D-aspartic can in fact be helpful at boosting testosterone levels, but it really wasn't my experience. I more so just used it for a considerable amount of time because it was pretty inexpensive. I like that it made me in a slightly better mood, but lower your expectations with this one as well. And our next nootropic supplement is going to be maca. Maca being very good around energy, also around stress management, and some people say great things when it comes to boosting testosterone levels. Now, what I like about it is that I did see an energy boost, but I didn't see much of a result when it came to improving my testosterone levels. So for that reason, I would rate it only a 2 out of 10. And I think if you've seen results with it, then stick with it. Maybe you can take a little bit more, because a lot of people are actually underdosing how much maca they're using. And the next supplement is going to be creatine. This is a very interesting one since a lot of people use creatine around building muscle. What the great thing is about creatine is that it definitely does load your muscles up with more water, which therefore leads to having better performance. And if you want to lift heavier and you do go ahead and lift heavier, then naturally you're going to build your testosterone levels, because research does in fact show that lifting heavy, like doing rep ranges around 4 to 8 reps, especially on the heavy lifts like bench press, like squat, like overhead press, then it's great. It's great because it'll make you lift heavier. However, it's not been my experience that it's helped with my testosterone too much, and I have used a variety of dosing protocols. I've tried the attack dose when you take more creatine for the first several days, and then you get the routine of only taking 3 to 5 grams per day of the creatine monohydrate. And then I've also tried the various forms of creatine, like creatine monohydrate, of course, there's creatine glucoconate. All times I was a little bit disappointed with just how much it improved my testosterone levels, but of course I like that it really did help me with performance, and not only weight training but cardio as well. So if you have not tried creatine, it may get a bad rep. People often think it makes you bloated. It really doesn't make you bloated. I just know that that's misinformation. You may want to give it a shot because you're going to have better performance. And even if you're cutting weight, like you're trying to lose weight, if creatine is going to help you boost your performance, then you can use it during the time that you're shedding off weight, because if you're lifting heavy, then it will allow you to retain maintain your muscle mass. And then let's say if you want to go to the beach, you can discontinue your use of creatine just in case you have any concern that it's keeping you bloated. But note that with creatine, you want to make sure you're staying well hydrated, because if you're not drinking enough water, you're going to feel fatigued and you're also likely going to feel some brain fog. That's what happened to me. Now, if you were to ask the question, can you mix these nootropic supplements together to improve your testosterone levels? I would say just start off taking them one by one. Use one of the compounds, see how your body reacts to it. Of course, if you're getting a negative reaction to it, then discontinue the use of it, maybe try something else. And I'd say that if you're feeling okay after a week, maybe 2 weeks, and you feel comfortable adding more supplements to it, then you can go ahead and do that. Add them one by one. That's what I did, and it works well with me. And if you want to learn more about what I'm doing to optimize my testosterone levels, because I feel pretty good, then watch this video right over here where I as well talked about diet, and I went a little bit more in depth with some of the supplements. And if you did get value from this video, then please consider subscribing. And if you are a subscriber, be sure to drop a comment below. I want to hear your feedback. What did you like most about this video, or what's something that you learned? And of course, if you'd like to chat with me one-on-one, you can do so over on Patreon, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram. And be sure to join our Discord server where we have a live 24/7 chat room, and we're having a lot of fun and answering people in a very time-sensitive fashion. Until next time, I thank you for your interest in nootropics, and I hope you all enjoy the video.